What's going on, everybody? Trev Wilson here. Welcome back to the Bourbon Wrench. Today, we're going to be doing a first impression video, uncorking, breaking the seal, whatever you want to call it, of Larceny Barrel Proof C921. Yes, C921. Went to the store today, found a bottle of a C batch. I don't know how distribution works, but for some of us, it takes several months for these batches to get here. So to some of you, this might be old news. You might have gotten this last September, but for the rest of us, simpletons, we're getting it now. So let's crack right into this bottle, give my first unbiased impressions of this bottle. Run the B-roll. All right, like I said, this is C921 coming in, 122.6 proof. The distribution of these are just so weird. I've only owned one Larceny Barrel Proof before this one, and that was the very first batch, the A120. I haven't seen another bottle until now. As of now, it's January 2022. My store just got the C921. Distribution is a weird thing. Let's pretend not to understand what's going on. It's its own beast. That being said, I must preface, I have tried other Larceny Barrel Proof batches, and I'm not that hopeful for this one. I'm going into this very skeptical, but with an open mind. Why I even want to do these fresh cork pops is to see my initial reaction, kind of document what I think of it at first, and see if it develops into something different. The first bottle I had, the A120, it was pretty decent. A lot of hype was behind it. People were super stoked that Larceny was coming out with a barrel proof. They were thinking it was gonna be as amazing as Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, and it was okay. And I think the batches following that kind of progressively got worse. I'm sure some people absolutely loved them, but the mass consensus was that it was not living up to the hype. And then along came a sample of Larceny A121. Oh, it's giving me PTSD. No! It absolutely ruined me. I hated that batch. I hated that sample. I thought the sample was tainted. I thought someone sent me a sample of a ruined bottle. It was just not good. Soiled, rotten peanuts. And then that sample kind of made me glad that I couldn't really find any of these Larceny Barrel Proof batches. But I went into the store today and found the C921. I figured, why not give it a fair chance? Let's give it a shot. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's fresh crack this thing. Let's get right into it. How do you... Are you kidding me? We're already off to a bad start. Like, how do your pull tab just break off? Pretty decent. Not as good as ADHD whiskey. To start. All right, let's get into this. I'm honestly kind of nervous. I don't think you guys understand how much I hated the A121. It just, not for me. Willie, you gotta quit walking around. People can hear your feet walking around the floors. On the nose? Willie, you gotta stop doing it. You want outside? You gonna go pee-pee? Potty? Pee-pee? All right, let's get right into it. Pretty nervous about this bottle. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. And in fact, I'm not saying it's bad, but I was anticipating piss. It's like what I imagine a really good Larceny pick or something should be. Very caramel, heavy, a little bit of oak, like toasted oak, kind of toasted peanut, a very subtle peanut. What I really hated about the A121 was just, it was a total peanut bomb, but a rotten peanut. This actually has that incorporated and blended in, and it's just another note amongst the other notes, excluding the rotten part. We don't want rotten. Ethanol's definitely jumping out, kind of burning the nose a little bit, but honestly, I'm cool with that. Yeah, smells like a really good Larceny at a higher proof, and that's what it should be, not something else. All right, let's taste it. Okay, it is really nutty, okay? Very nutty. A whole lot of nuts.
Take a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts!
But it's not a nasty peanut, okay? I am referencing back to A121. I did not try the B521, but this is more of a balanced nuttiness. It's giving you more. It's giving you caramels and vanillas, like you drizzled that over some good peanuts. This is gonna sound crazy, okay? Hear me out. I kind of get a lot of nuttiness on something like a Booker's. This kind of reminds me of like a weeded version of Booker's, okay? Hear me out. That's what it kind of reminds me of. That kind of nuttiness, but with that extra little oomph to it, that extra caramel going on, a little bit of toasted oak. It's not bad, okay? This is actually pretty decent with having such little expectation of what this is gonna be like. I'm okay with it. Now, I will tell you, this is not the best thing I've ever had. This is not going to blow your mind. I think you need to ask yourself, what do I think of Larceny? In a sense, this just tastes like a slightly better version of regular old Larceny, but at a higher proof. Which, I mean, that's kind of what it should be, but you need to ask yourself, if you do not like Larceny, the regular on-the-shelf Larceny, you still might not like this, okay? It's pretty standard, okay? This is not anything special in any other way. Like, the tasting notes are very just Larceny flavor notes. This batch, and again, I have not tried every Larceny barrel proof batch, but I think this is exactly what my mind would expect from Larceny barrel proof. Just a barrel proof Larceny. Nothing off-putting. It's not too nutty. It's not too grainy. It's not too anything. I think this is a solid batch, especially for $50 and especially if you are a Larceny fan. So, the takeaway, simply put, you're a Larceny fan, you have $50, you have access to Larceny C921, give it a shot. If you've tried other Larceny batches, you didn't like them, and you're adventurous, give this one a shot. If you don't like Larceny, don't buy this. Go buy a bottle you do like. Those are Trev tips. All right, guys, that's it. Just a quick little review. Drinking this, pretty good stuff. I'm excited though that we documented our first impressions to see if it changes, if it opens up, if the flavors or more flavors come out of it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have tried the Larceny C921, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of it. I know a lot of people have access to all of them, so I'm really curious if you've tried this one, how it compares to previous batches that you guys have tried. Leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you. I would love to hear about it. You want to support me more? We have a Patreon page. Check the link in the description. We have all sorts of exclusive merchandise over there that is given to you guys every couple of months. Awesome rewards, awesome community we have over there. We have a Spreadshirt page for shirts, hoodies, all sorts of things. All the links you need in the description of the video. If you like the video, smack the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're just lurking. And until next time, guys, I'm Trev Wilson. I'll see you in the next video.